Hi, my sister, and welcome to the Modern Day Matriarch group. I wanted to give you a little bit of a background as to how this group started and why it's running today. I had a conversation with a friend of mine about maybe a month or so ago, and we were talking about how our grandmothers have all of this information and they know so much, and yet they tell us things. And even at some deep level, we know what they're going to say to us. It's not anything new to us, but sometimes we just need to hear them say it. And it really got me thinking about whether or not our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents are actually telling us something new, or is it just that inner knowing that we have that we forget about? And then so I was thinking about that for quite some time. And then about maybe a week and a half ago, I had an opportunity to do a contract, and it just wasn't working. I knew from the minute I went and had the conversation with them that it just wasn't right. But I ignored it and I said, sure. And as the time got closer to start, I kept getting sicker. And I just kept getting sicker, and I couldn't swallow, and my throat was so sore, and I was getting hot flushes, and it was just, I thought I was coming down with glandular fever. And what happened was, when I stopped, I realized that my body was reacting to the fact that I knew that this wasn't the right thing for me. And when I made that decision to say, this is not right, and I owned the fact that I needed to say that, everything went away. And then again, it got me thinking about, I just knew there was something deep inside my gut, my heart, my head, that just knew that this was not the correct thing for me. And had I listened, things would have been a whole lot easier. So the reason I wanted to start this group is because we know what it is that we want. We have that voice, that knowing, that gut feeling, that inkling that something's not right. But so often we ignore it. And I wanted to provide a safe space for women to be able to support each other in getting back to trusting that voice, getting back to that knowing, relearning to listen to that voice. Because we know you meet somebody, and boo-boo may be the hunkiest thing that you have seen, but your gut is screaming, he's bad news. But we tend to listen to our body parts further along the track that go, oh no, but he's so fine. And then it turns out boo-boo's not so fine later. But we know, but we ignore it. And so this group is about providing a safe space for us to be able to support each other, to learn, to relearn that, to reschool ourselves in trusting that inner voice that we have. So this is going to be a safe space to be able to do that. So the group will be closed, so nobody will see what happens inside this group. If you know of people who want to join this group, you can invite them to join, but I will be the one who will be able to give permission for them to join, because I want this to be a safe space. Relearning that and listening a lot of times will make us feel vulnerable, and so I want this to be a safe space for it. I'm committed to providing as much information and support as I possibly can. Everything that I know, I'm going to put in here. All of my videos, all of my workbooks, my ebook, everything that I've done, I will be putting here, because I know that everybody is at a different spot and everybody has things that they can teach each other. So I want to be able to provide everything here so that you can take what you need to and leave the rest. There will be a lot of videos which you can watch, and some things will resonate with you, and some things you'll go, yeah, that's just doesn't mean anything to me, and that's fine. There's going to be so much information here that you'll be able to get what you need at that particular time. I also want people to be able to share and support each other. This is going to be a community of women supporting women to relearn to love themselves and relearn to listen to that knowing. I believe that we have had that knowing all of our lives. When we were young, we would sit at the table and go, I don't like that. And I'm pretty sure if your parents were anything like mine, my mother's like, I cooked that for you and you will eat it. And so my knowing that I didn't like something didn't really mean anything because I had to do what my mother said. And as we got older, we start to say, no, I don't like that. And then we go, oh, right there. Is that right? Somebody else says that it's okay. Oh, should I ignore my knowing and listen to them? And it just adds and adds until we get to a point where we can't make a decision because we're so fearful that it's the wrong decision. And it's never the wrong decision. Everything comes with a learning. But if we bring it back to stripping away everything that we've piled on top of our knowing, come back to our center and learn to listen, really listen to the knowing, we have our answer. We already know. All of the wisdom for hundreds of thousands of years is available to us when we stop and listen. So that's what I want this group to be. I'm also offering each of you a private session with me. We can have a strategy session to be able to help you map out where it is you'd like to take what it is you learn from this group. For some people, it will be business. For some people, it's completely different. It may not be business for you. But I want to be able to provide that to you to help you clear some of the things that specifically may come up for you. And so all you'll need to do is send me a message. You can send me a private message. Or you can comment here to say that you want to book in your session. Because I think that once you get the information from here, and then you started to listen to it and get a fair idea of what's here, the strategy session will help you plan out how it is that you're going to get what it is that you want. Because we all want a happy life. I want a happy life. I want you to have a happy life. And so the best way to do that is to get clear of everything that we want, get rid of the stuff that doesn't support us, and be able to move forward with it. So that's what I want for this group. Please support each other and comment when people share. I think that if we can provide that community for each other, we will all be able to learn and to grow. What happens here really does have to stay here. I want this to be a safe space. So please treat it with confidentiality. I think that that's important. If you know of others who you think would be able to benefit, then please let me know, because I think that as women we do well in supporting each other. I won't allow for any people who are whinging and bitching and moaning and being horrible to each other, because I don't think that's a safe space. So I think that if we come from a space of wanting to support each other, I think that that's important. And I'd like to go further with this and hold webinars and to be able to have Skype sessions with each of you and to have group calls. So I'm really thinking that this is going to be a long-term group and a long-term support for each of us to be able to move through our stuff, because together there's so much that we can achieve. So that's what this is about. Welcome. I'm so honoured that you said yes, that you wanted in, that you wanted to be a part of it. I'm so excited about where this is going to go. I want to honour you for making that decision to want something more for yourself, and to honour yourself in that you've decided that listening to you and that inner knowing is now the most important thing for you. So I'm going to start posting, bringing people in. I'm just really happy that you're here. So welcome everybody to the Modern Day Matriarch, and let's have fun supporting each other. Bye.